It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard was recognized as one of the NBA's 75 greatest. Coach Ty Lue says to go from being a 15th pick to that means a lot. It's a tribute to his hard work and dedication. And Leonard credits that work ethic to his dad. He says, "I try to play as hard as I can each night. That's what my father wanted me to do." Kevin?
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the one. And for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Anderson. And it's Conley in at point guard.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Passes it to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Morris. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Anderson. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Now here's Anderson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Edwards. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
George against Edwards. George with the bucket.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Conley. 9 points last game out. Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards passes to Gobert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
I mean, he's tailor-made for those pick-and-roll sets. Gobert, a big-time finisher on the move.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Over Anderson. Leonard, no luck. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's the pass to Gobert. The second effort. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
From deep, George. The shot that time, not on target. And Minnesota now the other way. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring points.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
Now here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Zubac with the screen for George. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Now Leonard. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Pass to Zubac. Leonard dishes to Westbrook. In the corner, it's Morris. Los Angeles with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Over in the corner, Conley. Gobert with a screen on Morris. And here's Conley outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Outside, George. Zubac with the screen for George. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Back to Anderson. He kicks it to Edwards. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Gobert. Count it. Gobert's got 8 points.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. As the regular season, Greg, winds down, you can feel things start to change around the league, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, some teams are getting totally in the zone for the playoffs, while other squads are using this time to plan for next year and try to figure out what went wrong.
Now, here's George. 23 points his last outing. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Timberwolves leading by 6. Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Anderson. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Anderson. He's got 10.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Leonard with the screen on Conley. Westbrook kicks to Morris. Offline with his 3.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
To the wing on the left. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Pass to Gobert to the left side wing. Out to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Passes to Westbrook. Morris with a screen on Conley. Here's Westbrook. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
We all know he has the strength to absorb contact, but Westbrook also showing his focus as he knocks down the shot.
Now here's Edwards. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Gobert. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Westbrook. 17 points in his last outing. The pass to Morris. Back to Westbrook. Morris with a screen on Conley. Shoots from 12. And Morris throws it down.
So dangerous in the pick and roll game. Westbrook dishing it.
Timberwolves leading by 6. McDaniels with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
We're watching the offensive development by Rudy Gobert. He is exploding tonight.
It's to Westbrook. In the corner, George with it. Launches it. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Zubac.
And that's a huge
play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now here's Edwards. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Here's Leonard. Morris with the screen for Leonard. And the three off target. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're leading by 8.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Clippers trail by 11. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside Leonard. Five on the clock from 11 feet away. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
It's a shot we don't see a lot anymore. But Kawhi is an old school player, still using that mid-range jumper.
Now here's Anderson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Austin Rivers in for Mike Conley. Here's Mann. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Plumlee, the pass to Mann. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 11. And here's Anderson. 5 points in the game. Down low. Here's Reed. Plumlee with the rebound.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Highland passes to Powell. Inside. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Mann. Plumlee with the screen. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Pass to Noel. There's the pick. Here's Reed. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Prince against Powell. Batum a screen on Prince. Here's Powell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Rivers. Powell against Anderson. Now the pass to Reed. 2 points. That one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Pass to Powell. Over in the corner, Batum. Back to Powell. Plumlee with a screen on Prince. The shot by Powell, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Reed. The fader. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Passes it to Powell. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
It's Rivers on the wing. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota Timberwolves. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Back to the action in just a minute. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second chance opportunities just with effort. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Batum is out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And here's Edwards, following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Edwards against Westbrook. Batum a screen on Edwards. It's Powell on the wing. And here's George for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Edwards dishes to Conley. Shoots over Powell. Conley's shot is off. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Powell finds Westbrook. Here's George. McDaniels defending. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Arguably the most athletic point guard we've ever seen. Russ with the explosive catch and finish.
And the pass to Reed. Now Conley. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Conley. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 8. George looking around.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
First free throw is good.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Gordon subbed in for Powell. And so he makes both from the line. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves leading by 6. Now Conley trying to end the drought. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
Yeah, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
Free throw good, Conley.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
So he gets them both. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Conley kicks to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on George. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over Reed. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Now, McDaniels. Paul George missing from long range. Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
It's his first trip to the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Free throw good, Edwards. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
And Edwards drops them both.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Reed. This one for three. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now, here's Westbrook following the miss by Michael Conley. Pass to George. Leonard with the ball. Puts it up from 15. Again, Leonard missing.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Conley finds McDaniel. Now, here's Reed. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Here's George. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. George has got 4 points now in the quarter. Conley with it. This is it to Reed from past the arc. No good that time, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead. Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Now here's Gobert. 16 points for him. Back to Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Shoots over McDaniel. Struggling getting it in. That's his 7th miss in 9 shots. Conley against George. Conley the pass to Edwards. To end the drought. Going inside. And he sinks the layup. Edwards got 6.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Here's Westbrook. Stolen by McDaniels. Right side, Conley. There's a good screen. The pass to Reed. A 3. Westbrook pulls it in. Clippers trail by 10. Zubats a screen on Edwards. Westbrook finds Zubats. Over Gobert. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Conley the pass to McDaniels. Now, here's Reed. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Gordon after the basket by Minnesota. Kicks it to George. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
What boys from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Anderson, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Rivers in for Mike Conley. Anderson outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Covington wide open. He fires. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lets the three fly. Here's Reed. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. Here's Highland. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Noel. He kicks it to Anderson. Here's Rivers. And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Clippers trail by 12. And here is Powell. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Here's Plumlee. And then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Los Angeles.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Pass to man. 1:43 left to play in the first half. Pass to Highland. Just 5 to shoot. Over Rivers. Highland misses. Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Reed. Plumlee with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, the Minnesota Timberwolves down 4 spots from them.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Here's Highland. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Anderson outside. Pass to Reed. Covington against Rivers. And the shot is good. Rivers has got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Powell against Prince. Now Powell, 9 points last game. Los Angeles with another miss.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Tyronn, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just be able to make shots. We just got to relax. We just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Well, first half in the books, and fellas, Rudy Gobert is feeling it in this one.
He is out hustling everyone on the glass, even his own guys in some cases.
Controlling the flow of second half chances on both ends. That can often decide games. He's putting in work. And since we've got a moment, let's go to social media, see what's on the fans' minds. Okay, guys, Mighty Mizzle 82 says, talking about league expansion, how would you... And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Leonard, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside Conley. Here's the floater, and he lays it up and in. Conley's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Now here's Westbrook. Morris with a screen on Conley. Outside, George. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 14. Edwards with it. And there's the pass to Anderson. Up and in on the layup. Anderson's got his third basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Well, over the last couple seasons, Smitty, Paul George has shown growth as a playmaker.
He has, Kevin. He's gotten much better at reading the defense and looking for the best shot available, whether it comes from him or a teammate. It shows in his assist numbers.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Leonard missing.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Left side Anderson. Count that one. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Pass to George. Over Edwards. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night. Anderson, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Conley. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got 8 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. 4th, Rudy Gobert.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
George against Edwards. There's the 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Conley. Takes the 3. They get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. You have to admire the energy with which Rudy Gobert attacks the glass.
Kevin, well, his stats reflect that tremendous effort. He averages some crazy rebounding numbers, using not just his size, but also his expert timing.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. No good on the second free throw. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Hey, listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's Anderson, up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Westbrook. And that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Kicks to Anderson. Westbrook against Conley. Takes a 3. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 18. Outside Westbrook. Dishes to George. Pulls from the top of the key. That one, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Conley against Westbrook. And here is McDaniel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Edwards, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here is George. He's got 14 from the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Anderson can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 20. Passes it to Westbrook. It's George on the wing. That doesn't go either for George.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Conley. And there's the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The pass to George. Will it go? Left side, Leonard. They shoot again. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 22. Edwards inside. Defended by George.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And the Clippers call time here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Kyle Anderson. Noel, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Rivers in for Mike Conley. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Plumlee with a screen on Edwards. Powell, the pass to Plumlee. Shoots over Reed. And that one's drained from the low block. Plumlee's got his second basket of the game.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Powell against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Edwards got 15 points.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Pass to Powell. From deep. It's hauled in by Noel.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Rivers can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Mann. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mann's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Prince with a screen on Powell. Edwards kicks to Prince. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Mann passes to Plumlee. Here's Mann. Pass to Highland. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 22. Edwards looking it over. There's the screen. Latrey. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Plumlee with a screen on Rivers. Highland passes to Plumlee. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Outside Edwards. To the inside. It's tipped.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the third quarter. Powell, the pass to Highland. Off target with his 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
1:29 left to play in the third. Passes to Powell. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Rivers. Clippers moving the ball around. Highland misses.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Rivers passes to Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
There's the pass to Highland. Hits the three-point bomb. Highland's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Prince finds Edwards. 5 to shoot. And here's Rivers. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Rivers. Highland misses.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Here is Edwards. The layup off target. And so it's Minnesota feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Back right after this. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we okay. Just one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing. Keep getting shots. That's all right. Just block a couple shots with the basket. Just keep going, all right? We all right. It ain't going to come back in one possession. Got to keep playing, all right?
Imploring his guys to stay positive, not to get down on themselves.
Kevin, he wants his guys to just slow down a bit out there. Good message from Coach Lue.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there at Plumlee, and it's Mann in at the point.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Covington against Anderson. Gobert with a screen on Covington. Here's Anderson. Passes it to Gobert. Just 3 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 23 points.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Gobert with a screen on George. Noel passes to Gobert.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Clippers trail by 19. Outside, George. He kicks to Covington. Leonard, that's for 2. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Feeds it to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. Here's Plumlee. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And all game long, they've worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
A free throw off from Plumlee. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Now Rivers. Back to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley inside the line, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And when you're a little man, that's the shot you need to be effective. Mike Conley certainly is.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Gobert with a screen on Covington. Anderson finds Gobert. It's good. Gobert's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Outside Westbrook. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. And that one, good.
Westbrook takes these challenges personally. He loves scoring on aggressive defense.
Pass to McDaniels. Anderson outside. Steve, we know lots of front offices build teams purely around player skills and statistical lines. That being said, just how important is chemistry on the court and that cohesion?
It's a must. You can achieve a lot with chemistry. Building a beautiful culture, those are the teams that win championships.
Now here's Westbrook. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. George against Rivers. The shot by George, no good. That was something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. The shot's good.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Morris for three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anderson kicks to Conley. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making six figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Now here's Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He thrives in that painted area. Westbrook has a lot of moves and different ways he can hurt you inside.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Conley. It's up a three. He can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Rivers against George. Leonard on the wing. In the corner, it's Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And here's Reed following Marcus Morris's three.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Clippers trail by 20. Now here's Leonard. 13 feet away. Another one falls for the Clippers.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Conley against Westbrook. Again, Conley missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's the feed to Westbrook. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Moment here now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Rudy Gobert. Hey, what's the news?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Timberwolves let me know the status. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Reed. Anderson trying to free himself up. Reed misses.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Leonard with the ball. To the paint. Here's Zubac, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and the defense allowing some room here on the inside in the second half, and they're taking advantage. A lot of their points coming from in the paint.
Minnesota making some changes. Taurean Prince comes in for Reed, and it's Edwards in for Austin Rivers. The free throw drops for Zubac. Timberwolves leading by 11. Pass to Prince. Back to Conley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Conley's got 12 points in just the second half. The Clippers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There is a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Now here's Edwards. Prince outside. Misses the three.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
There's only one Russell Westbrook, and when he's on, he puts on a show.
Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's McDaniels. The pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. George against Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Knights check in for Taurean Prince. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Morris. Good on the second free throw. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now, here is George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line for the Clippers, Paul George. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that brings them within single digits. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And George drops them both. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards against George. They set the pick. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Now, here's George. A 3-ball. Conley grabs the miss. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Reed kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 10. Westbrook dishes to left. And finished off by Leonard.
That was with force by Kawhi. Dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
George against Edwards. Kicks it to McDaniels. Conley against Westbrook. Conley's shot is off.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Now here's Plumlee. George passes to Plumlee. Now here's George. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And here's Edwards. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. With Rudy Gobert. Hey, Rudy, it got a little tense down the stretch, but an impressive win for you guys.
Yeah, I think we did a very good job, except the last, the end of the fourth quarter, we played great. We played great. We just got to stay focused in the game.
A good learning tool. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.